Do you want to resolve relationships? Do you want to feel good about relationships? Do you want to be at peace with all relationships? I want to show you something today that could be eye-opening for you, that could allow you to relax and get along with people, even your worst possible enemy. Are you ready to do that? I have some secrets for you. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. Packing and moving? Yes. Welcome to my channel where I help you to break through your fears. Fears are what limit us. Fears are what keep us in the matrix. Fears are what tell us that we are these bodies that we see. Fear is what causes us to go into the ego. Welcome. Hacker T, as usual, has agreed to play the ego today. Isn't he cute? You know, some people actually think he's real. Of course he's real. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I know, I miss you too. Well, you know what? Hopefully you miss the ego, or sort of from afar, because the ego is always looking after your best interests. It's very dense. No offense, but you are a dense frequency. In other words, it's always just trying to protect you for things, people, you know, everything. And so what does the ego want? The ego wants you to have everything it possibly can, right? So everything it does is warning you of something else. It has no compassion or anything else involved other than getting you what you want and you need, and whatever protects you physically or emotionally or every other area of your life. It's on the lowest frequency. That's all it is. So I always say, make friends with your ego. That's all it's doing, trying to protect you. And if you understand that it's just the lowest form of frequency, when you hear the ego, and it will talk to you, stop it, that's not true. Then you can say to yourself, that's just my ego talking, trying to protect itself because it needs something. It wants to feel good. It wants to get something. Doesn't want to get something. Let's talk about relationships. You want to know something? You can really get along with people on an unbelievably peaceful, amazing level. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't those people out there who are going to irritate the heck out of you, because a lower frequency, it's pretty annoying sometimes. Well, you know, relatively speaking, you're never annoying. Not my ego. So let's talk about how do you come to terms with the others. So here's what most people are trying to do. Hacker, you're a dog, aren't you? I mean, relatively speaking. Yeah, so Hacker's a dog. But you know what? I would really like it if you were a cat. Come back. Get over here. So, can you like meow for me? Come on. Meow, meow. That's not a meow. Can you try again? All right, that's not a meow either. No. This is such a big job. So, ow, did you just bite me? Why? Oh, you don't want to be a cat. You like yourself as a dog. All right. You even like yourself as a lower frequency. Ego. And you don't want to be this amazing, etheric, beautiful thing that I want you to be? Oh, okay. Well, what if I just loved you for being who you are? That would be okay with you? Because, you know, I'm sure that there are things about me that irritate you. All right, you didn't have to agree with that so quickly. What does that mean? Are you trying to get a dog to meow? This is what most people do all day. They look at that person over and they say, you need to, and you need to, and here's what you must, and whatever. So I'm going to give you an example. I row every day, pretty much every day, almost every day. And I do it online, a lot of times live. Yeah, go to sleep for a while. Live, or I just do the recordings. And there is one trainer that I'm not really a fan of. Olympic gold medal training, amazing person, who's actually one of the best trainers. The reason why I don't prefer her is because she yells, I mean, she screams into the microphone while she's rowing. They also play music. And so she's just an amazing trainer, but sometimes she just screams, and I'm not up for that. Now, it would be like me writing into the rowing company and saying, can you get rid of her, tell her to stop screaming? Guess what? There are 6 trainers or other trainers, and all of them are different. So guess what I do? I go with the other trainers. And today I went on hers, and I knew that she was probably going to be a little bit boisterous. And I was okay with it because I accepted that's who she was. She happened to have a 15-minute row. That's all I wanted, just to warm up. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to not go and do this row because she might yell. And by the way, she didn't yell. And because I went in and said, if she does, I'm okay with it, I appreciated who she was, right? Go ahead, you can bark. See? He's so much happier that way. And even if I don't like the barking and I want him to meow, when I come to terms with that and I accept it, then I am at peace. Now what I can do is I can go get a cat if I want to hear meowing, right? And maybe not hang out with you as much. It's okay. I'm sorry. I love you. We're friends again. But it doesn't feel good to oppose somebody. Are you telling a dog to meow? We do it all day. I even get people on my channel. You need to, or this is what you need to say, and here's how you must think. Well, my channel is this, and these are my opinions, and you don't have to believe them. But there are thousands, there's actually millions, of channels out there that meows for you. And I might bark, all right? So do you hear what I'm saying? Your whole life is this way. Instead of wanting the other and a situation or whatever to change for you, when you accept it and you say, this is the situation, that's the boss's personality, that's the whatever it is that's going on, instead of wanting it to be different and imposing what I want, then the struggle ends. I'm not talking about just personalities and people. I'm talking about situations. The struggle ends, right? You're listening today. I'm shocked. He's usually off somewhere, not paying attention. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, whatever. But I know that about him, and I'm okay with that. All right, so he doesn't pay attention sometimes. He gets a little rowdy, and he barks. If you're in a situation and that's not what you desire, there's somebody else out there for you that suits you. I call them my peeps. You hang with your peeps and know that there's going to be dogs and cats and giraffes and whatever else out there. And let it be a dog. Let it be a duck. Let it be what it is. Don't try to change that. And be kind to it, but when you oppose it and you struggle with it, you create opposition for yourself and separation for the entire planet. And that's not the new earth, my friend. That is not awakening. So, know what it is. There's a duck. Okay, it's going to quack. Cool. I'm tired of quacking. I'm going to go over here. I prefer howling, or I prefer, birds singing. And then you go to that, and then you commune with that, and then you find your little group and your peeps. And then you accept the fact that this is over here and that you will run into it once in a while, but you say, I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be my preference, but I don't need to judge it. No more than somebody would judge me. You're not tall enough. You're not strong enough. You're not young enough. You're not this. You're not smart enough. You're not this, right? This is what we do as humans all day long. We want somebody else to change. We want a situation to change, and that is struggle. You can end struggle by having total acceptance. That is a duck. That is a dog. for you. Yeah. And then you say, okay, I don't have to oppose it. I don't have to hang out with it if I don't want to. Well, you're the ego, so you're always hanging out somewhere. That's all it boils down to, my friend. Are you ready to go into that space where you say, this is what it is? I don't have to entangle with that. I don't have to hang out with that. I don't have to approve of that, but I don't have to disapprove and complain and tell it to change. And even spiritual people have the tendency to say, this is what you need to do. My family doesn't love me and I'm spiritual and they're not. Really? Who's really not the spiritual person? Right? Can you accept them? Yeah, of course you can. What are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do while you're here? Celebrate the differences and the diversity? Or are you going to constantly oppose and come up with some story in your head of why you're right? When you are exactly the other, you're different. And anybody could turn around and pick on you. He without sin casts the first stone. Not going to be me. You know what? We are beautiful light beings, and thank goodness for the diversity. This is what the one came here to experience, and it goes on different frequency, and that's an individual choice, and you don't have to hang out with that either. But know what it is. Know the dog. Know the cat. And see it for what it is. Judge it not, and be your best. And go find your bird or your giraffe. All right? Not because you're going to separate yourself and we're the good ones, we're the right ones, but because you just enjoy that company or that frequency or those opinions or that culture or whatever it is. It's okay. But separation is the struggle. All right? Come on over and join the Miracle Circle monthly membership. We're doing amazing things. Manifest Anything is a free video series. It's down below. You can go sign up for that. Or you can go here and sign up for my free videos on how to create an online business. We have amazing e-learning there that'll help you to create businesses online, get new income, side income, create a business, anything, coaching, e-commerce store. We show you all of that. And you have people every step of the way. There's all kinds of help and assistance out there for you. Amazing teachers, coaches, courses, all kinds of things. Go learn. Focus on that. Focus on your expansion. Focus on loving one another. Loving the diversity. Loving the desert and the ocean and the palm trees and the pine trees and the mountains. Love it. Love it for the differences. Because it's all equally beautiful. All right? Even a storm's beautiful when it comes in, isn't it? People are fascinated with tornadoes, sometimes to a fault. Whoops! All right, so you're whole and perfect, strong and powerful. Please subscribe. Yeah, tell them where to subscribe, right? Yeah, oh, right, no, okay, yeah, right there. Loving harmony. Who wouldn't subscribe to my channel? Come on, it's always positive, right? I like to empower people. Loving, harmonious, and happy. Post these anywhere. Share them. Share the love and share the message that we are on an amazing planet and it could be heaven on earth. All we have to do is love one another for our differences. And who doesn't want to be loved? And when you're loved, well, you'll see changes in people you never imagined when you stop opposing them or criticizing or judging them. And all of a sudden, they don't have to be the bad boy or the bad girl anymore. And everything from there can change, all right? You ready to namaste? Okay. Namaste.